Welcome everyone to an F1 2023 game review. Thank you very much to EA for giving me a code for this game. And if you want to get your hands on the code for yourself, you've got until 7 PM British time, so I believe about 7 hours after this video comes out, to head over to my Twitter, follow myself, like and retweet that tweet, and you'll be in the draw to win a copy of the Champions Edition of this game. That will be, of course, linked down in the description below. And just in the background, you're going to see a bit of gameplay from F1 World. You see one of the worst drivers around, myself, having a go around Austria and Silverstone. So keep an eye on that to have a look at that. I just want to talk about a couple of the new things added into the game and been improved into the game and give you my honest opinions of them. So of course it's the officially licensed video game of the 2023 F1 World Championship, so you've got all the cars and drivers, all of these circuits in there alongside F2 as well. Split screen racing returns. You've got cross-platform multiplayer as well now that's been expanded, including ranked mode and time trial leaderboards as well, where you can have separate platform or cross-platform. They're just the little things. Podium Pass has also been updated. It's now 50 tiers. I believe I shared that at some point in this video as well. Instead of 30 what it was before, you can't now skip tiers. You have to earn it all through gameplay, so there's no pay to win really. But yeah, that's a couple of things that have just been updated. Back into the new and key features of F1 2023, Breaking Point 2 does return. So if you remember from a couple of years ago, we had the story mode, really, the story driven mode of Breaking Point, where you followed Aiden Jackson in his rookie season, his second season, alongside Casper Akamai. Forgot his name for a second there, sorry Casper, and their rivalry with Devin Butler, the whole inter-team arguments, tension, and overcoming that. This is the sequel to it, and I won't go into any spoilers. I have played through it. It's a very, very good story. But it does return following Connor Sport Racing, which is whose livery I'm using in the F1 World as well, so you'll be seeing that a lot. And it is Aiden Jackson alongside Devin Butler as a team together. The team is sponsored by Devin's father, so there's all sorts of drama and typical F1 antics. Like I say, I won't spoil too much along that, but it is a very, very good story mode. Now, onto the bit that you see now is F1 World, and it's a new hub that brings together a couple of the things from the previous games and some new things in there as well. So you've got solo and multiplayer mode in there. I'm currently playing through a solo mode, just a solo series where you have different races, different challenges that you achieve. You unlock things to help upgrade your car. I know a lot of people was a bit sceptical about this, about it going down like an Ultimate Team route from FIFA or whatever. But it's not like that. At least I've not found it to be like that. I think it is a new take on it, and I've been enjoying what I've been playing through so far. So you have, like I say, goals to achieve. I've already played through the introduction. This is the first real series bit that you unlock. So because I've been doing it, my car is probably too good for this series that I'm doing, which is why you see the gap that it is between myself for second place, etc. But it also shows a difference in tech levels as well, and we'll take a little look at the sections available in there and what I've got on at the moment. But yeah, you can unlock different goals. This has got a progression system of daily, weekly and seasonal content, but then you can also select different goals yourself to unlock new parts, new staff members, etc, etc. You've got your license level, which obviously is similar to previous games, where if you drive clean, safely, your license will go up. You'll be eligible for better rewards, higher tier racing. Whereas if you're a bit of a thug, you go in over corners and taking people out, your license level is going to decrease and you're going to get put into similar lobbies. Which is quite crucial when it comes to the ranking system as well. I haven't played through any of the ranked system as of yet, but that is something that I will be taking a look at shortly. Cause let's say I'm not a great driver, So I don't want to be ruining people's races by me being pretty poor. A couple of other new things in there. Obviously, you've got the new circuits of Las Vegas and Qatar as well. I haven't actually driven around either of them yet, so I can't tell you too much about them. They've got the updated Catalunya circuit and the new minor updates for the Red Bull Ring, which you're seeing now with the chicane that's put in for the MotoGP. My team and single player career has been updated a bit as well. You know, there's new driver ratings, etc. You get added into the new circuits, and from season 2 you can also use Shanghai circuit, Paul Ricard, and the Algarve circuit as well, alongside some new My Team icons. You can probably see as well that the whole graphical presentation has changed a bit as well. It's a bit better looking now, in my opinion. I play on Xbox Series X, so you know I'm not on a high-end PC to really notice some of the differences, but on Xbox it is quite nice. And while we're touching on Xbox, I just want to mention the new Precision Drive and the refined physics as well. So Precision Drive, they've gone a tech rewrite on controllers. And me personally, like I say, I'm not a great driver, but it does feel a lot smoother. It feels so much better to drive, and it's sort of given me new levels of confidence on circuits that I'm not normally good at. So there is definitely, for me, a noticeable difference while on controller, and like I say, a bit of that is because of the Precision Drive technology, but also because of the new physics and handling in there, which I'm sure wheel players will tell you as well. You can notice differences while cornering and getting onto the power after. There's just so much new has changed that it's quite tough to describe, but you'll notice it once you actually get into there and you actually are driving around. So you'll find that in worse cars, especially through My Team, etc., you'll slide a bit more into the corners if you're going into too much power or you're trying to get the power down too early. So it's making you think a bit more about how you approach each circuit and each different corner. But then also, like, the curbs and the rumble strips are changed as well. They're not like they were last year where you get on them and they just fling you off. You can actually ride the curbs, etc. now, but you can feel a difference when you're on them to whereas if you're on the track as well. And this has been developed from feedback from F1 teams and drivers as well to more balance the mechanical grip and the aerodynamic grip as well. And like I say, with the Precision Drive, it's noticeable in each different type of corner. So you've got your flowing little chicanes compared to a hairpin corner. You can feel it all, and it feels smoother. It feels so much better to run and to drive on. And like I say, for me personally, I'm very, very happy with that because it's better for bad players like me. So as you can see now on the screen is me just getting my race rewards for the F1 World, for that race that I've just completed. So you get your setup data, your insight, your tyre data, which can all be spent on engineering, which is how you can get new parts basically, and new staff members, new contracts, and also there you see stickers as well, which is in the compendium. Again, I show a bit of that later on. But we'll just have a look now what I've unlocked. You can see I've unlocked a few new things, some brakes, some staff members as well. So you've got your different tech levels and they've all got different little perks as well. So you see they're same tech levels but a couple of different perks. That's given me plus 13 downforce constantly, and then a little bonus at the start as well. That one, for example, weight reduction during American races. They've all got these little perks, and if you pay close attention during a race, down at the bottom of the screen there's a couple of little symbols either side of the speedo, and they show you when you have different perks active. Your staff members give you different perks as well, so your principals, your strategists. With these you have to assign them contracts, and if you get rid of them before, you just lose that contract. So that's why I was sort of seeing them out. We're just taking a quick look there at what you can unlock as well. So this is what you use your insight, you track data for, your cash for. You can buy these different blueprints. So that is, you know, a nice little incentive in my opinion. Supercars also do return, so I just got my second unlock token, so we're just going in there to unlock the Mercedes safety car to go along with the Aston Martin safety car we've got. Obviously you can take a look at all the cars like you can in previous years. You got your customization in there again, you got your trophies in there, but you can see here you got your series, your solo multiplayer events, your ranked multiplayer, and then your goals like I mentioned. So you've got different vendors. I've just completed one which is doing 15 laps. We'll go and claim that. That gives us then some more inside data and tyre wear data. Then you can go and you can see the whole list of different goals that you've got. You pay 1,000 cash to unlock them. You can see the rewards that you're going to get in advance, so you can pick and choose which ones you want to do. If you don't like Canada, for example, you're not going to pick that bottom one and finish it on the podium 5 times because you don't like that circuit. We'll just take a quick scroll down as well, so you can see all the ones that I've got. You can pause at any point to take a deep look at these, your weekly goals, seasonals, etc, etc. So yeah, there is a whole host to keep you busy and plenty to unlock as well. And obviously as you go up different tech levels, you can unlock new challenges. Some of the series are locked to a specific tech level, so unless you hit that, obviously you're not going to be driving it. So just back to a couple of the new things in there. You've probably also seen as well a new race distance of 35%, which was previously in the esports but not in single player, for example. So it's a nice little balance between short and long race options. Obviously you still have your mandatory pit stop, and I do personally think it's going to be the race systems that I'm on more than often, because 50% can sometimes feel a bit too much, 25% not quite enough. So I think 35% is a good little middle ground really for me. There's also the return of red flags. Now I should clarify with this is currently bugged in game. They are working on a fix which should hopefully be out relatively soon, but whatever the standings are on track at the moment in a red flag, it doesn't matter what happens after, it's going to revert back to that. So sadly that is bugged, but you know, it's nice to see it in there and that they are working towards it. So hopefully once they've tweaked that, it'll be a lot smoother, and you can actually take advantage of red flags, which of course throw in a real curveball into the races. So yeah, that's going to be quite nice. So yeah, that is just pretty much the little basics in there. Like I say, I've really enjoyed playing it so far, and if you're an F1 fan, for me personally, it's probably the best F1 game in a little while. So yeah, I suggest giving it a go. If you want a chance of winning it, like I say, head down to my Twitter and the link down below, and take a look at that. As for now, I'm just going to throw a bit of music on, and you can watch my little race around Silverstone and take a look at the things after. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.